Hey, it's T. Welcome to another video. Today I'll be in my foyer removing the summer decor and decorating for fall. This space is fresh and bright, so I'll be bringing in bold complementary colors that will help to maintain the energetic and inviting feel when you enter my home. So if you're looking for some decor inspiration, this video is just for you. Let's get started. So here on the entryway table, I have some blue decor. I plan on replacing the vase over here to the right, the flowers on the blue flowers here on the table, as well as the white flowers here. And then I'm also going to be replacing the pillow covers here. Over here by the shoe cabinet, I have this beautiful vase with these white flowers. I'm going to see if some of the flowers that I'll be using on the entryway table are appropriate for this vase. If they are, that's what I'll be putting here. And then finally, I'll be replacing my spring and summer wreath with something that's more seasonally appropriate. As far as my options go for wreaths, I have this one over here to the left. I believe that one was in the kitchen last year. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's where that one was. In the middle here, I feel like this one was in the entryway, actually on the staircase towards the bottom of the entryway stairs, and this one right here I believe was in the family room. I'm not sure which one I'll be using on the front door just yet, but I feel like I'm leaning more towards one of the ones that have a little bit more color. So that would be the one in the middle and the one to the far right. As far as florals, I'll be using these long stemmed flowers here. I have two bunches of those, and then I have these right here, these shorter stemmed ones that'll be going into the vase. I also have this box of pillow colors here. There are two orange ones, and I believe that they fit or that they match the color of the flowers quite well. We'll see. Before we get too far into this week's video, I want to read to you the encouraging verse. It comes from Galatians chapter 6, verse 9, and it reads, "So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up." On that note, how can we pray for you? If you have a prayer request, leave it in the comment section below. You do not have to be specific. You can just say, "I have an unspoken prayer request," and we will come alongside you and pray on your behalf. If you have a praise that you'd like to share, please leave that in the comment section as well. You never know who might stumble upon your message and be encouraged, inspired, and motivated. Now that we're done cleaning, it's time to decorate. I purchased these flowers at Amazon, and we'll leave a link below if you're interested in getting them. They come in many different colors, but I went with this bold orange color because my base color palette is really bright, and then I have some metallic accents, so I felt like a color that was really bold and not muted made the most sense, which is why I went with these. By the way, I don't often go with something that's as bold as this color is. For fall, I do have some orange in the family room, but not this bold. So we're gonna see if I like this. It kind of reminds me of a Halloween orange, but I don't decorate for Halloween. This is fall decor here. But I feel like this is appropriate for the reasons I said earlier about just having a really bright color scheme with some metals mixed in. By the way, this Foyer makeover that I just completed recently was done with all of the white trim and all of the white paint that you'll see. So on the door, on the banister, just everywhere, on the wainscoting. That is a bright white color. I had no tint added to it. It is off the shelf, bright white. And because of that, I feel like I need to use bold colors as a good contrast. Right now I'm trying to decide if I want to add more stems. I have 4 more stems, and I think I do want to add more. I want to fluff this up quite a bit. I was thinking about saving some to use in the vase over on the shoe cabinet, but I want a really full look like I had already with the blue flowers. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and use all 8 stems. And if I feel like if it's not fluffy enough for me, I can go ahead and order another 8-pack. But I think we're getting there. Okay, there we go. The next thing that I'm going to add to this space would be some books here. These are all books that I had on the bookshelf in the family room. You can see the titles right here. The Battle Plan for Prayer, Great is Thy Faithfulness, that's from Our Daily Bread, and then Bible Promises for Life. These are all leather-bound books here. And so I like the softness and the texture that these colors will bring to the entryway table, but I also like how the colors complement fall. So I'm just going to stack these from biggest to smallest. And I think we are okay here. I do have one other item for this entryway table that I forgot to show you. I picked this up at HomeGoods recently, and if you saw my dining room decor video, I mentioned that I'm not much of a collector, but I do collect glass pumpkins. And here is a glass pumpkin that I picked up for this space. This is a bright white glass pumpkin. It's really heavy, and I like how there's a small amount of iridescence to it. By the way, this is the designer right here. One thing that I forgot to tell you is how much I paid for this. It was $12.99, and as I mentioned, this is from HomeGoods. Okay, so now we're going to move on to replacing these flowers here. I love these hydrangeas. By the way, these were purchased at HomeGoods a few months ago. It was a 3-pack, and I like how the 3-pack looked in this tall vase here, but I wanted a fuller look, and I drove to other HomeGoods locations. I could not find these. I went onto the website of the manufacturer, could not find more of these. I tried a couple of other local stores, but eventually I found something pretty similar on Amazon. Not quite the same, and I'll show you in just a moment how they are different. By the way, these are called Real Touch flowers. They do feel real. Look at the quality of these right here. They look and feel real. This is, can you see the difference between, so let me just put 2 of those down. There we go. So this is the original one that I was trying to track down more of, and this is the replacement. So here's something else that you should see. So this one here is, I believe it's around 41 inches tall. No, maybe about 36 or something. And this one here it's pretty tall as well, but not quite tall enough. So here's a trick that I used to get the height that I wanted I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to use that same trick for the other flowers that I'm going to be putting into the vase. So again, let me just show you the difference in height. So if I put the tops near each other like this, this is the difference in height right here in length. Quite a big difference right there. So what I did with these two to give them some height is I went to Dollar Tree and I purchased some of the floral foam. I got a couple of pieces of rectangular floral foam. Then I cut them in half, crudely. I cut them in half here, and then I just poked a hole in the top with the stem. So then this gave me the height that I wanted in the vase over here. Let me point it downward for you. This gave me the height that I wanted in the vase. So let me show you. So this one right here is still propped up by the floral foam, but this is how tall it would be without the floral foam. You see the difference there? So Dollar Tree solution right here. I had to think outside the box to make this one work. I really wanted the additional height because I wanted this to stand out a little bit taller next to this entryway table. And so I accomplished that goal by using this right here. So that said, I think I'm going to have to use the same method for putting in the other plants. Let's see. There we go. Take this one out of the foam too. Okay, so these are replacement flowers right here. There are 4 stems for each bouquet. I was so excited that I was able to find 2 bouquets. So let's see. This is, can you see that right there? That's the designer, and these are from Home Goods. I'm not sure if I said that earlier, but this is the price that I paid for them. So let's go ahead. Oh, I have to cut this piece of plastic off. Okay, so now that I've removed the price tags, the twine, and the plastic, I have 8 long stems that I can use for my vase. By the way, if you've been following me this year, you'll know that I was committed to not purchasing decor, or at least purchasing decor minimally, and with the exception of, let's see, a couple of pieces that I had to replace for the deck last week, and then, or at least for the deck video that I put out last week, and then for, in the spring in the family room, I did add a few pieces that I picked up from Dollar Tree. That was before I made a full commitment to not buy much in terms of decor, because I have so much decor. But for the foyer, because this was not really decorated at all before, I don't have any decor for this space. And even if I did, it wouldn't match the new color scheme. So because this is a newly remodeled, redecorated space, I purchased some items. So let's go ahead and get these stems into the vase over here. So this is the height that I would have for these if I did not use the floral foam. So I'm going to go ahead and give those some height. Black water. So I think I want to use 3 because I did have 5 stems in here before. Let's see if I can get away. I'm sorry, I want to use 6, but 3 per foam. I had 5 total in that vase before, but whoops. Let's see. Well, I went a little bit too far with that one. Let me pull that up some, and then put this in the vase. Oh, yes. I love the height on that. So let me go ahead and do the same thing with the other one. Okay, one thing that I was mistaken about was I thought I had a total of 8 stems. I have 10. So I'm going to use 6 in here. I think about 6 in here, and then I'm going to save the other ones for the vase over on the shoe cabinet. Let's see how that goes. I can stagger the height for these. I don't have to put them all down at the same depth. So I'm going to give that a try to make it look more natural as a bouquet. We'll see. All right, so I have these 3 in. Now Now I just have to get them here into the vase. There we go. All right, I like that. So now let's go ahead and remove these flowers here. I do like the height of these, so I might use this as a guide for the other ones. Let's see, so I don't want to snip these. I can do that, but if I want to use them at full length in the future, I don't want to snip them, so I think I'll just bend them. So I'm going to go ahead, so I need to bend here, right here at this point. Let's see. I'm going to start with 2. Let's see how I like that. Alright, so the opening of this vase is not that large, and I might be challenged to put in some more of these, but let me see if I can get at least one more stem in here. Okay, that's totally working. I feel like it's totally working anyway. Let's see, can I squeeze one more in here? I would like to get a little bit more fullness over here on this side. So let's see if I can fit the last stem in here. Right, I'm just staggering the heights right here. Let's see. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add some pillow covers to the pillows in here. This is the one that I ordered originally, but when I put this against the flowers, this color was not going to work as well as this one here. And this is burnt orange. This is just orange, and I'll show you in a second how they look against the different flowers and why I made the choice that I made. Okay, so right here is the burnt orange. When I put it against this, it was not too bad a match, but then against this, it was a terrible match in my opinion. This here is multi-tonal, which is why different colors will work with that one, but the orange one works, I think, better with that, and certainly better with this, so that's why I decided to go with this color. Now, that said, this color here, this burnt orange, goes well with the books, I believe. Much more so than this one here. But I'm going to go with this color. I love using pillow covers because 2 of the main benefits are that they save space and they cost less than decorative pillows. So I made a decision about what wreath I want to use on the door, I'm going to be using this one, just because I think I'll be using some items on the porch that pull in some of these colors. So one thing that's bugging me just a little bit about what I have going on here with the table, let me turn the camera a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So it looks like what is going on here is heavily balanced color-wise from the middle to the left side of the table, especially when you take into account the pillows down below. Let me show you that as well. Okay, so I feel like I should probably move these from here to here. Let me know what you think in the comments below about rearranging these so that I have a little bit more color balance on this side. But I'm also thinking about maybe moving the pillows, swapping out the pillows and the flowers. So again, let me move the camera. Actually, I'll do this. All right. So here's what we have here. I like the color balance from having moved the books from the left to the right, but you let me know what you think about that. But then over here, when you look at the pillows, it looks like I still have a heavy amount of orange concentrated to the left. So I wonder if I should move the pillows over to the right. For now, I'm going to leave them right here, but leave a comment below and let me know if I should leave the pillows to the left or if I should move them over to the right. We are all done decorating, so let's take a look around and see how everything came together. Well, we got it done. Thank you for joining me as I transition my foyer decor from summer to fall. I hope that this video gave you some inspiration to refresh a space in your home. Let me know your favorite piece of decor in this transformation. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you would like to see this kind of content in the future but are not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to click the notification bell so that you won't miss out on future uploads. Until the next time, stay blessed.
Everyone needs a shoulder to cry on. Everyone needs a helping hand. Everyone needs someone to rely on. Yes, every